Hey, are you a traditional woman or a modern woman? In this video, we're going to talk about 10 traits of a traditional woman. And at the end, let us know how you stack up. And we're going to talk about 10 characteristics of a traditional woman versus a modern woman. Uh, Number 10, legacy is more important than lifestyle. Modern women appear to be more concerned with lifestyle over legacy. Lifestyle includes using income to live lavishly and may include the following. You could be living paycheck to paycheck. You can also want expensive trips and materials that don't necessarily increase the assets in your life. You can also tend to favor status over legacy. And also, modern women do not necessarily consider what's required for emergencies or being prepared beyond the normal day to day. Legacy uses resources to live comfortably, but within the goal of ensuring longevity of the family beyond retirement. Legacy also seeks to prepare the next generation for continuing the legacy. However, children do have the ability to destroy legacies, uh, especially if they don't understand them. So it's kind of important to put the kids in, I would say, the plan of the legacy as well. That way they know what's going on and why things are the way they are. And to even go further than that, you might even want to include them in the budget, things they want to do in the budget. But legacy also seeks to prepare the next generation to continue that legacy. That said, the modern women decrease the ability for a man's legacy to be maintained, whereas a traditional wife understands the man's legacy and helps to encourage children to maintain the family legacy. Traditional men require traditional women because he has to submit to a plan for creating the legacy and requires a woman that's going to submit to him and believes in the plan as well as having the ability to help that plan succeed. Modern women do not submit to legacy or the man, and therefore she is a liability and destroyer of a man's dreams and visions because she prioritizes her own separate dreams and visions from the man's. But she also wants to use his resources to ensure her dream becomes a reality. Traditional women sacrifice lifestyle for legacy, meaning she prioritizes long-term survival over competing with the Joneses. Number 9. Traditional women choose a man of similar vision that she can follow. Traditional women believe in the man's vision and is motivated to ensure its success because her own vision is tied in his vision and her vision gets achieved by following his vision. So the quality of a man she chooses is directly tied to her success and the success of her children. And also, choosing the wrong man may cause her vision and dreams to fail as well. Modern women join men with resources and status in order to fulfill their own dreams. However, she most likely does not share her ultimate goal with her husband because she operates as a strong, independent woman, even though she's using a man to fulfill her dreams and vision. So, in essence, the modern woman will always feel alone, and so will her husband, even though they are together. Because Two separate visions under one roof will kill each other, succeed separately, or one will starve the other dream or vision out. Modern women do not actively support the dreams or visions of a man. She feeds off of them, thus working against the man himself. Most men of vision cannot afford to share a vision with a modern woman. Number 8. Traditional women trust the husbands they choose. Traditional women that don't trust the husband they choose means she has to admit she chose the wrong man. It's possible for her to choose the wrong man. However, if the man has a sound vision, the hope is she won't destroy the family and the legacy based on choosing the wrong man. And if he is a good man, he will not destroy his wife or his family, as the elements of legacy still exist in the family. Choosing a good man has always been an insurance policy for both modern women as well as traditional women, because you can just rely on a good man. Unfortunately, modern women are more prone to divorce traditional men and try to squeeze as many resources out of traditional men, the kids, and the legacy to support our own, or to get vengeance or whatever. But modern women divorce good men because of boredom and other trivial issues, which makes them really unreliable. On the other hand, traditional women are more prone to fight for their marriage and secure the legacy, as long as the safety of the kids, of herself, are not at risk. So in essence, a traditional woman strives to maintain legacy even if the traditional man becomes a liability to her, which is a loose term, because she did make a good choice. He just may not be the best choice for her. Modern women don't trust the men they choose and punish good men for their mistakes. Traditional women choose men they can communicate their vision and dreams because she knows that he will listen to her and try to make his dreams line up with her dreams if at all possible. Good men value traditional women and their opinions. Good men also thrive on the trust that traditional women put in them, and it helps them to inspires them just to go further and make it happen. Number 7. Traditional women are legacy minded. She prioritizes choosing the right husband. She prioritizes marriage over sexual promiscuity. She prioritizes legacy over career. Career, for her, the traditional woman, is a means to build a legacy. A career utilizes the gifts and skills of a person to help facilitate that legacy. Legacy in itself can be positive, negative, or in between. By definition, legacy is something that happened in the past or that comes from someone in the past. Legacy can lead to debt, a business, a skill set, a mindset, single motherhood, abuse, or anything else. Legacy is determined by decisions to act or not to act. Legacy occurs when you want it, whether you want it to or not. You're creating some type of legacy. However, humans have the ability to change legacy and themselves. Traditional women choose men that have good legacy already and seek to maintain that legacy. Traditional women consistently prove their worth to their husband. The more valuable a woman displays herself or proves herself in a relationship, the more fiercely that man is going to protect her, because she is part of his insurance policy for the legacy. Modern women always settle in relationships because they are seeking perfection in a man. And there's no perfect man, therefore, you always have to settle. However, traditional women do not settle in relationships. However, they don't seek perfection in men either. Number 6. Traditional women know how to nurture legacy. Traditional women are not afraid to build with the man. Modern women want to build with a man that has already been established, which is kind of a contradictory term, but Traditional women prioritize taking care of their man, encourage the man to accomplish his dreams, celebrate victories as her own with the man, can express concerns without destroying the man's dreams and visions. Traditional women also protect legacy from other men and women. Traditional women understand that she is part of the man's dreams and visions. Traditional women take care of their family. Modern women keep secret bank accounts to ensure survival because she chooses a man based on resources, not compatibility or the man's legacy. She chooses a man a lot of times and expects the marriage to fail in the first place. Modern women create legacies that will not benefit her or the family in the long run. And in some legacies that modern women create will actually die with her because she has no one to pass them on to. Traditional women specifically seek men that have a similar vision and dream to hers. This minimizes conflict because both of the people's goals are being met as one strives, the other strives with them. Also, it limits if the woman sabotages the man's dreams and vision, it ends up sabotaging her dreams and visions as well. So that basically, one in mind, they succeed or they fail, but they do it together. Number 5, traditional women respect their husband, which is a legacy in itself, and teaches her daughter to do so by being an example. A traditional woman's respect inspires her husband to be a better man, and any good man will have to bless his wife. And the positive give and take between a man and a woman helps to make and maintain a good marriage. Modern women find reasons to disqualify their husbands, which literally saps the life out of the man and the marriage itself. A modern woman doesn't know how to be happy on her own and will always complain to her man about her man, and she'll probably complain to her friends that are willing to listen to her. Modern women do not respect their men and can change male allegiance to a different man at any time. Traditional women respect her man above all other men and will shut down other men if they try to pursue her. Traditional women view men pursuing her as not respecting her relationship and is disrespectful to her specifically as a woman and to her man. Traditional women also inform their husbands if a man disrespects their marriage. Traditional women protect the trust and intimacy of their marriage, and her husband does not have to ask her to do this. Number 4, traditional women inspire their sons to pick good traditional women. You've heard that men are visual. This is the same for relationships. Boys need to see a man that stays in the house to take care of him as well as his mom and siblings. Boys need to see a man marry a woman and take care of his family. Boys need to see a woman that respects the man within the marriage to inspire him to get married. Moms are either the encouragement or discouragement for a man to get married. Boys also need to see a faithful man. Boys also need to see women who choose good men and not the bad boy. Modern women choose relationships with men that are destined to fail. This could be because that man is going to leave, men that sons and daughters can't respect. Also, she teaches bad relationships that are never her fault. She never takes responsibility. Number 3, traditional women don't have limited vision. Traditional women are versatile and can adapt to ensure the success of the vision. If need be, she can bake cookies, brownies, cakes for fundraisers. She can fix hair. She can turn it into a business. She can make clothes and turn it into a business. Traditional women embody legacy because if the vision falls apart, if she is not present. She also has the ability to work after her kids become school age. Modern women don't have vision. Modern women have goals, which have no life after they've been achieved. That's that checklist thing. At least in my opinion. Number 2. Traditional women know how to follow and lead when required. Modern women want to lead when it's convenient, but follow when it's not. Modern women want the benefits of being a wife and the benefits of being a husband at the same time. Traditional women understand that it's easy to follow a man that's going the same direction you are. Furthermore, she can also walk side by side with him while he's leading the family, because the man is championing her vision and dreams as well as his. Number 1. Traditional women gain and maintain their husbands' and families' trust. Traditional women understand that peace helps to motivate legacy. Traditional women understand that faithfulness to a husband is important for gaining and maintaining a man's trust. Traditional women are honest about how they feel about the man and his dream. Modern women prioritize their vision over the man's vision. A modern woman will expect a traditional man to sacrifice his dream to prove that he loves her. Then she might get mad if it fails, especially if it puts the family in dire straits. Never her fault. Traditional women have the ability to rest in the peace of her husband's strength. Traditional women do not have bank accounts that their husbands don't know about. Traditional women, in this case, discuss it with her husband. Then both of them will probably get a spending account based on the budget that doesn't hurt the family, so that they both have an opportunity to save money and be able to use it however they see fit. But they don't just do it based off their own merit or out of fear that the other person is going to stop them. They make that decision together, and that way they mutually benefit. Traditional women follow the budget and are not oppressed by it. A new desire can be discussed with her husband, and they can make a plan, or he can make a plan on how to achieve that goal. Traditional women understand that submission is a place of peace and power with the right man. Traditional women do not embarrass her husbands because it puts her visions and dreams at risk. Modern women embarrass their husbands for revenge or to get her way, but it offers no benefit to the family. And she justifies abuse with her past experiences with other men, and she still expects her marriage to fail more than likely. Because all men are dogs, all men cheat, all men, whatever. You fill in the blank. Modern women can literally cause good marriages to fail because they don't know how to win in a marriage. And sometimes they don't know how to win when they're single. Traditional women practice reciprocity. She seeks to balance the energy and provisions of the man. This could include non-sexual actions that she is confirmed the man appreciates, such as cooking or cleaning or doing something for him that is specifically for him, where she has no benefit. Modern women take far more than they give in a relationship and may not put any energy back into the relationship, which is the reason why most of a modern woman's relationships will fail. It's important to note that some or many of these characteristics may apply to modern women or traditional women, not necessarily all. And also, this is just my opinion about the differences and characteristics. You could add, you could take away. However, it's just something to consider. That said, modern women may have to re-identify themselves as a traditional woman, or a traditional woman may have to identify herself as being more modern, or see how you balance. However, we as humans have the ability to change and adapt if we choose to do so. That said, let us know, are you a traditional woman or are you a modern woman? Did the results surprise you? Let us know in the comments. Also, let us know if you want another video on a specific subject that we talked about in this particular video, or something new. Yeah, so this is what happens when nice guys retaliate. We don't just punish people in our retaliation. We just become better people. That's it. Take care.